Hello YouTube, this is William. Hope you guys can hear me over the rain. I'm not going to complain about the rain because it has been dry here. I've got some knives that I'm cleaning up, getting ready to ship out to Stitch Gear Outfitters today. He's got a couple of Blackbirds, one's in rosewood, Sander Scout in rosewood, an EDC in orange Sure Touch with orange liners, orange pins. About 7 of the minis, 1 slick and natural. So anyway, if you saw the thumbnail for this video, you saw a picture of all these knives. All of these are going to Stitch Gear Outfitters, and I don't know which ones have been sold. I don't know which one's available. So if you're interested in any of these, then contact Randy at Stitch Gear, and he'll be able to let you know what's available and what's not. Also, when I talked to him a couple of days ago, he had, he had a couple of RSTs that he found in a drawer somewhere. So he still had those available. So if you're looking for an RST, then Randy had a couple a day or two ago. So get with him. While we're on wholesale, I also shipped out 12 Steel Lures production runs blanks to Great Northern for them to set the handles on, and I also sent them 4 Alaskan survival knives to set the handles on. So look for those, or if you're interested in any of those, contact Great Northern and they'll be able to let you know if anything's available. And also, if you catch them before they set handles, you might be able to select your own handle material. So that may be an option. While we're talking about handle material, Great Northern is starting to do, they have an in-house knife maker that sets their handles, including the WC handles that is sold through Great Northern. He sets them according to my designs and everything. So anyway, they got some walrus ivory in, and also a mammoth ivory is what Jeff told me the other day. I don't know what knife is going to get the mammoth ivory, but if something like that interests you, then let Great Northern know. If you part of my social media, then you saw an Alaskan Scout that had walrus ivory on it, and boy, that caused a great stir on social media. There was a clamor to trying to get that knife. So there may be some more headed down some premium, and when I say premium, folks, I mean premium scales. The gentleman who's doing their handles, he's working on tweaking my designs to get them like what I do. But as far as the quality, fit, and finish, does an awesome job. He really does. So anyway, that was a beautiful knife, that the Alaskan Scout that he did. So anyway, that's kind of exciting. So if something like that interests you, then by all means contact Great Northern Knives on that, and talk to Sean or Jeff. If you call for a knife and you're told that it's not available, don't give up. Ask them if you can get on the list or if you can pre-order something. Anyway, Ridge Runner blades. Right now I've got prepping for heat treat. I've got some Hog's Tooth, some minis, and Johnny Ranchers that's going to be in their next shipment. Probably in about 4 weeks, we'll get a shipment out to them. Also on their website, if you go visit ridgerunnerblades.com, they have under the WC page some camp tools left, a Sander Scout or 2. Just go through there. I think they may even have 1 or 2 black hats left. So anyway, they got some things there that's ready to ship out immediately. So if you're looking for any of the models that they handle, including the camp tool and Sander Scout, then by all means contact Red Garner Blaze, because they got some things in stock. I think that's it on wholesale. On retail side, what was ordered through my website, I've shipped out through 2667, which is all of the first run field lures and all of the first run Master Outdoorsman's has been shipped out. Right now I have being prepped for heat treat, order numbers 2400 through 2444 as being in heat treat right now. So we're going to try to get start getting those out. Probably the first part of those will be shipped out in about 3 to 4 weeks. Right now I am concentrating on the retail side for the next week and a half or so, is getting some field bosses that I've been promising for the last month to get those finished up and get a sale. So that, be sure and subscribe to this channel and also click the bell for notifications, because for every sale I post a 24-hour heads up notice and show all the knives and go through all the specs so that you know exactly what's going to be posted for sale, and I'll give you a time when that sale goes live. So you can check pricing, you can know where it's all at, get prepared, register on the website. It will be on my website, this sale. There will be about 10 of the AEDL field bosses, and there will be about 5 or 6 of the field bosses in 3D. And all of these, for the most part, is going to have working handles. There may be some wood on one or two, but for the most part, it's going to be micarta, different colors of micarta, and also maybe a sure touch or two. But these knives are these are working knives, so keep an eye out for that. There's also going to be some one-ofs that's going to be listed in that sale as well. I think there's about a half a dozen or so of one-ofs that's going to be in addition to that field ball sale. Okay, so be sure and keep an eye out for that. Within 2 weeks, depends on how long I can finish those field bosses up. But that's the concentration of getting that done, and also the heat treat of the 2400 through 2444. If you're looking for serial numbers, that will be serial numbers of the WCSKs 831 through 842 serial numbers is what the retail side on the list. That's what's next on the list. Everything is done in accordance with what they were ordered. To give you an idea, 2400 was ordered on November the 12th. November the 12th. So that's 10, 11 months, just as promised. We'll certainly start fabrication within 10 months. 2444 was ordered in January of this year. So that will be very early when we get that out. So that will be ahead of schedule. So anyway, that's where we're at on the retail side and wholesale side. Be sure and contact the dealers or look at their websites. They're getting a lot of things posted on the website. And also Great Northern is getting a lot of blanks in for a handle set that you may want to just call them and say, hey, what you got coming down the pipe? You know, get a little ahead of everybody. All right, doesn't hurt to ask. All right, I think you guys are up to date. I don't know of anything else that we need to talk about. Over the past 2 weeks, was able to get out about 37 knives. So about average is where the range we try to stay in. About 35 to 40, somewhere along there. So anyway, well, that rain sale's nice. Man, it's been dry. We've been in a drought and burn bans for, well, just about all summer. So it's been a dry spell. So starting to cool off a little bit. We endured the summer, so that's good. Hope you guys are cooling off. Fall is here, which in some places that don't mean much. There's still some hot days in there, but anyway. At least there's light at the tunnel, and we don't. It's not a train. So, but I got to get back to this, get these knives boxed up, and get them out to Randy. And hope you guys have a wonderful week. And we'll catch you again in another 2 weeks with another update. And be sure and keep an eye out for that heads up video on the sale. It's gonna be a good one, folks. And we'll catch you guys again very soon. Don't forget those cleaning band-aids and lots of knives.